Some moments arrive softly, without fanfare, yet carry the power to reshape everything we know. Inside the home, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have built over decades. The familiar rhythm of laughter and routine gives way to an unfamiliar stillness. There are no cameras, no scripts, only the weight of reality slowly pressing into their lives. A diagnosis enters quietly, without drama, yet its presence is felt immediately. This is not a story about fear, but about love, resilience, and the courage it takes to keep moving forward when certainty disappears. Even the strongest partnerships must adapt when life demands it. And this moment sets the tone for a journey defined by emotional honesty and devotion. The word that changed everything. When the diagnosis arrived, it felt almost unreal, like a word that did not belong to their story. Kelly's immediate reaction was visceral, a rush of disbelief, a surge of fear that could not be softened by public composure or practiced smiles. Yet even in her moment of shock, Mark reached for her, offering grounding and steadiness while quietly managing his own worry. In that shared glance, strength and vulnerability coexisted, intertwined through decades of love and trust. They made a silent pact to face this challenge together, not because fear vanished, but because love called for companionship through uncertainty. The word became more than medical terminology. It became a test of endurance, emotional truth, and the depth of their bond. A home, filled with memory and care. The first night after the news, their home seemed different, charged with both memory and apprehension. Kelly moved through familiar rooms that suddenly felt fragile, touching photographs, mementos, and reminders of a life shared. Each object offered both comfort and an ache of awareness. In a quiet bathroom, Kelly finally allowed herself to release the fear she had carried silently, and Mark found her there, their connection speaking volumes without words. This moment illuminates how illness reverberates beyond the physical, shaping the rhythms and spaces of daily life. The home becomes both a sanctuary and a reflection of the stakes at hand, emphasizing how love persists through attention, presence, and shared acknowledgement of vulnerability. Adjusting to a new rhythm. In the weeks that followed, ordinary routines shifted into a rhythm dictated by appointments, rest, and careful planning. Kelly watched Mark closely, learning to read subtle expressions, adjusting her own energy to support her. Behind closed doors, tears flowed in solitude, yet in each other's presence, encouragement and hope took precedence. Mark, too, carried private worry, mindful of how this journey affected Kelly. Their interactions reveal the adaptability of love under pressure, showing that partnership is both shield and support, demanding patience, attentiveness, and honesty. This stage emphasizes how resilience is cultivated daily, through the constant negotiation between care, fear, and the enduring desire to face life together. Strength, fear, and shared vulnerability. At a certain point, the weight of constant composure became too much to carry alone. Kelly, determined to be strong, was gently reminded by Mark that it was okay to feel fear openly. This exchange opened a space for shared vulnerability, where neither had to hide their emotions or assume roles. When they finally allowed themselves to cry together, a shift occurred. The divide between supporter and partner disappeared, replaced by equality, understanding, and mutual empathy. Strength, they discovered, is not silence, but honesty. It is the willingness to let fear exist alongside love without allowing it to dominate. This moment became a cornerstone in their journey, deepening connection and reinforcing that facing uncertainty together can foster intimacy and courage. Family as a beacon. Their children became a source of grounding and joy, reminding them of the life they had created together. Laughter returned in small ways, moments once taken for granted now transformed into treasures. Mark insisted on presence, refusing to let illness overshadow time that mattered. and Kelly embraced these instances of normalcy as vital touchstones. The family's presence multiplied resilience, showing how love can extend outward, anchoring people even amid uncertainty. These small shared experiences emphasize that life, even when altered by challenge, retains its capacity for connection, joy, and meaning. Family became both a reminder and a source of strength, illuminating the power of unity in moments of uncertainty. Love, redefined through uncertainty. Late nights and reflective conversations revealed a new dimension of their love. Standing together, looking at the city beyond their windows, Kelly and Mark acknowledged the life they had built and the enduring bond that sustained them. Future outcomes remained unknown, yet the present felt profoundly meaningful. Their understanding of love evolved. It became patience, mutual support, and unwavering commitment rather than perfection or control. This redefinition is perhaps the most powerful outcome of their journey, proving that love can grow stronger when tested, and that choosing each other each day is itself an act of courage and devotion. Choosing hope, one day at a time. The story does not conclude with certainty or neat resolution, but with the deliberate choice to move forward. Kelly and Mark navigate each day with intention, understanding that true strength does not come from avoiding fear, but from rising together after challenges. Hope is chosen continually, sometimes quietly, sometimes through effort, yet always intentionally. Even when the path ahead remains uncertain, love and commitment serve as guiding forces. Their story reminds us that hope is not predicated on guarantees. It is a conscious, courageous act that sustains life and meaning. In choosing to face each day together, they demonstrate that love and resilience can carry people through with even the most uncertain seasons. Lessons for life. This journey offers lessons that extend far beyond any single family. Love requires honesty, presence, and the willingness to confront vulnerability with care. It shows that partnership thrives not when hardship is ignored, but when it is acknowledged and navigated collaboratively. The quiet courage Kelly and Mark exhibit encourages reflection on how relationships can be strengthened through intentional support, shared hope, and gratitude for the moments that matter. Their experience demonstrates that true resilience is measured not only in recovery or achievement, but in the ongoing commitment to show up, remain present, and prioritize love, even when life feels precarious. Living fully amid uncertainty. Perhaps the most enduring message is the power of living fully, even when circumstances are daunting. Kelly and Mark's journey illustrates that life, when paired with love and intention, can remain vibrant and meaningful. Laughter, shared experiences, and small victories are not diminished by uncertainty. Rather, they gain depth and resonance. Choosing presence over despair. Gratitude over fixation on what cannot be controlled transforms ordinary days into acts of courage and devotion. This perspective underscores the idea that hope and love are not abstract ideals, but daily practices, tangible expressions of human resilience that nurture both self and those we cherish. Love as a guiding force. In the quiet intimacy of their home, beyond public performance and expectation, Kelly and Mark's story is defined by intention, honesty, and care. Love guides every decision, every gesture, and every moment of support. It is not loud or performative, but consistent, thoughtful, and enduring. Their experience reminds us that the deepest connections are forged not through dramatic declarations, but through daily commitment, vulnerability, and the willingness to face uncertainty together. Even when outcomes are unknown, love remains the anchor, the stabilizing force that allows courage, hope, and resilience to flourish. Conclusion. Courage in everyday acts. Ultimately, the journey of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos offers a profound reflection on human strength, love, and partnership. It is a reminder that life's challenges, whether health, uncertainty, or fear, do not diminish the capacity for joy, connection, or care. Courage is not defined by absence of fear, but by the choice to remain present, compassionate, and engaged through it. Love is not diminished by circumstance, but strengthened by attention, empathy, and mutual support. Their story encourages reflection on our own relationships, showing that even amid life's uncertainty, choosing hope, presence, and devotion each day is one of the bravest acts a person can undertake.